Welcome to the Island of Gods. So you work a lot here with a lot of tourists that come here. What do you think attracts them to Bali?
Banyak turis datang ke Bali mungkin karena budaya, tradisional, pantai-pantai yang indah, dan tempat-tempat yang bagus. Banyak turis bilang Bali seperti surga.
Words alone cannot convey the breathtaking beauty of Bali. It is a soul-stirring experience that washes over you when witnessed firsthand. This island paradise could only have been shaped by the hands of a divine creator. As you wind through exotic landscapes of vibrant tropical greenery, so lush it seems unreal, you fall into a waking dream. The sights before you are intoxicatingly beautiful. The world melts away. Every corner turns a new sight, leaving you in awe. For such a small island, Bali's terrains are impossibly diverse. One moment you're amid emerald jungle canopies, the next fertile valleys of iconic terraced rice paddies, artistic upon the earth. Turn another corner and towering volcanic mountains overshadow all else. Bali's beauty assaults every sense: floral perfumes, rustling leaves, rolling waves, an orchestra of the divine. There are no sufficient words to capture bearing witness to Bali's heavenly wonders. It stirs the soul as profoundly as it inflames the senses, an all-encompassing rapture that pulls your awareness into the present in perfect harmony with your divine surroundings. Here is beauty so transcendent, so sacred, it can only be described as godlike. And when you're here, you can feel it, you can see it. Bali attracts visitors from every corner of the world, each person drawn to experience the unique spirit of this place. Bali is not just scenic, it's a realm where each view is a masterpiece, a slice of paradise so perfect that it seems touched by the divine, a true heaven on earth. Spirituality is woven into the very fabric of Balinese life, with Hinduism at its heart, sculpting the island's character. The residents live by the profound philosophy of Trihita Karana, advocating a harmonious balance with the divine, with nature, and with humans.
I think it's called the Island of God because there's like a lot of temples here.
So I notice a lot of tourists from Europe, America, all over the world come here for spirituality.
Yeah.
Indonesians come here for spirituality?
Yes, actually, a lot of Indonesians also visit Bali to experience the spirituality journey and something like the water healing ceremony. I have experienced it before. It was very great. It was a really interesting experience for me. I enjoyed it as well.
Do a lot of other Indonesians, they recognize it as the Island of Gods as well?
It's definitely a very, very famous place. So yeah, I think a lot of Indonesians do know that it's Island of God because they always call it like a paradise.
What do you like the most about living in Bali?
Definitely the very chill life here. It's like you have the work-life balance. If you want to go to like a relaxing place, chill by yourself, you can go to the beach, you just feel the sunset.
In Balinese, Parahyangan, Pawongan, Palemahan. Parahyangan, we need to maintain our relation with God. Pawongan, we need to maintain our relation with people. That's why we do in Balinese, we have like a community in the village, like Banjar. And Palemahan is with the nature. We are human, we have nature, we have trees, we have animals. Always respect with the nature, always respect with animals and everything. Even we pray for them for blessing. Yeah.
Imagine the earth crisscrossed with invisible straight lines linking remarkable places like Egypt's pyramids, England's Stonehenge, and Peru's ancient cities. These are known as ley lines. Some believe these lines are full of energy, connecting the Earth's special spots with a powerful force. In this intriguing network, Bali is thought to hold a special place. Believers say it sits on these ley lines, making the island a hub of positive, potent energy. This might explain why Bali, with its deep spirituality and unique traditions, feels so magical. Its sacred sites like the Besaki Temple, Uluwatu Temple, and Tanah Lot are seen as proof, suggesting that the ancient Balinese were aware of these energies and intentionally built their sacred structures along them. They might have sensed the ley line's power, choosing these precise locations to align with the Earth's hidden energies. Despite the allure of ley lines, science hasn't backed up their existence, treating them more as a fascinating idea than a fact. Yet, the concept continues to captivate those drawn to the planet's unsolved mysteries. In Bali, daily ceremonies are a key part of life, showing how important their beliefs are to the Balinese people. Going to temples to worship happens often, but the most special ceremonies take place around the Balinese New Year. This is when the island has a day of silence known as Nyepi, where everything stops for 24 hours. On this day, shops are closed, streets are empty, and even the airport doesn't operate, making the island very quiet. Before this day of silence, there's a lively festival called Ogo Ogo. The Balinese make huge, scary monsters from paper mache and carry them through the streets. This festival is full of energy and noise as each village shows off their big monsters, trying to draw in bad spirits. The peak of this festival is when they burn these monsters, aiming to get rid of evil. After this loud and busy festival comes Nyepi, the quiet day, when it's thought that the bad spirits will leave because they believe no one is on the island. The change from the busy festival to the quiet day is really something special and makes you think. I have experienced this amazing event twice while in Bali. Seeing the energy of the Ogo Ogo festival and then the calm of Nyepi is something I'll never forget. Click the video above to see what this incredible Balinese tradition is like.
In spirituality, it seems really big here. So like, how's that spirituality? Like, is that kind of like taught to you from a young age?
As a Balinese, our parents teach me as a kid, cook your meals and then spare some food and then pray to the gods. Balinese majority is Hindu people. Our main god is manifesting into many gods in Bali that we pray in different purposes, different situations and different needs. We cook food and we spare some food for our gods, for our ancestors, something like that.
The island of Bali has become a modern-day mecca for spiritual seekers from across the globe. Its aura of divine beauty and powerful energy draws those yearning to connect with deeper realms of consciousness. Practicing disciplines like yoga, water cleansing rituals, and other spiritual traditions have become integral to the Balinese experience for many visitors. For some, Bali offers healing, a chance to reset after suffering, loss, or relationship troubles. The lush scenery provides an inspiring backdrop for self-discovery, fueled by the eat, pray, love craze. Bali also attracts people at a crossroads in life. Some quit their jobs to take a break and get perspective. Others come to Bali to figure out their next steps and what truly matters to them. Yet, as people meditate by streams, perform cleansing rituals under waterfalls, or practice yoga at sunrise, one spiritual yearning may remain. For it is only through connection with Jesus Christ that the deepest spiritual needs can be truly fulfilled and eternal redemption found. Bali's heavenly views may uplift the soul, but true deliverance comes from the Lord.
How long have you been in Bali for?
So now I've been here 7 years, but on and off. I'm 6 months in, let's say, Europe and 6 months in Asia, Bali.
What initially attracted you to Bali?
I came to Bali just for holiday. I just wanted to do like 1 month. This 1 month became 2 and the rest is history.
And what made you stay here so long?
The quality of life in general, then also the good food, but also the people are so nice, the prices.
Has Bali affected your spirituality in any way?
I mean, I discovered my journey into breathworks, which it's a spiritual journey for sure. So it definitely brought me in places that I maybe wouldn't have had back home.
Oh, can you tell us a little bit more about your journey into breathwork and how that unfolded here?
So yeah, there is like a place called Pyramids of She in Ubud. And for some reason, like I had two friends, they were going there for sound healing and also a breathwork session. And I was like, okay, let's join. I never did something like this. I was also not like super spiritual or super into that kind of stuff, but I was open to try. And I went with them. And it was actually let's say the sound healing was nice, but it was not for me. Like it didn't trigger me that much, but the breathworks was just mind blowing, like what it did to me, for sure. Like it's just I can recommend to everybody. And now I'm also taking an online course to become like a facilitator myself.
Oh, it's exciting, bro. Yeah, I noticed here in Bali, there's so many different types of like a lot of people come to do yoga, breath work, the full moon things. It seems like in
Cacaos and like there's so much happening, especially Ubud or more towards the north, I would say. Like also here, but the deeper spiritual center is more towards Ubud because there's more like-minded people.
Yeah, what's your favorite part about living in Bali? Like if you had to pick one thing.
You, Max, for sure.
See?
That's my favorite part.
Everybody's favorite part in Bali. Come to Bali, you'll get to see me.
I would say my favorite part, the easiness of everything. I mean, I tried a couple other places, and I think here it's just a combination of combining your time with local people, combining your taste with local food. But you can also go for Western food. You have good accommodation, like different price classes. You can have like a pretty luxury life on a basic budget, or you can go super luxury. It's all possible, or you can super go low budget because it's an island where you have like a couple of different varieties. Like you have Canggu, where I stay the most, and then if I'm tired of it a bit, I go to Uluwatu because the beaches are better. It's a bit more laid down. And then if I want to go more like jungle vibes, I go to Ubud. If I want to really explore, I go to the north. There's just on one island, there is so much possibilities within 2 or 3 hours drive.
Of all the 40 countries I've traveled to, Bali has one of the most welcoming and compassionate communities I've experienced. The Balinese people exude such warmth, with bright smiles seeming to greet you everywhere you go. Bali feels incredibly safe. The crime rate is relatively low compared to many other places. The caring nature of the locals is truly heartwarming. One time I got into a minor scooter accident while riding around the island. Before I even had a chance to catch my breath, Balinese people were already there, helping me up and making sure I was okay. One local man didn't hesitate to start repairing my scooter right then and there on the street. The Balinese have a deep respect for everyone, regardless of where you're from. More than just the stunning landscapes, it's really the genuine kindness and hospitality of the people that make Bali such a special place. The sense of community and looking out for one another creates an incredibly welcoming atmosphere. The spirit of the Balinese is what gives this island its unique, positive energy. When you're in Bali, it feels like you've been transported out of the modern world and into a timeless realm of peace and tranquility. There's an undeniable sense that you've almost gone back in time, largely due to the Balinese people's remarkable harmony with nature, humanity, and the divine. So many digital nomads and expats are drawn to make Bali their home because the island embodies a mantra of living in balance, peace with the natural world, peace with one another, and peace with the sacred spiritual forces. The Balinese seem to have tapped into an ancient wisdom or secret for navigating life with profound ease. This harmonious way of being is actually reflected in biblical principles as well. The Bible instructs us to act as good stewards of the earth and live in sync with God's creation. It calls for loving our neighbors as ourselves and pursuing peace with all people. The Balinese lifestyle aligns with these teachings of environmental stewardship, compassion, and inner peace. I believe Bali may be one of the few remaining places in the world where the majority of people truly live out these tenets consistently as part of their culture and traditions. Perhaps this is why it has earned the well-deserved title Island of the Gods. By embodying principles of respect for nature, community, and spirituality, the Balinese have cultivated an extraordinary sense of harmony. Yet, we need not be Balinese to access this same profound peace and balance in our own lives and communities. If we all committed to upholding biblical virtues like caring for our planet, loving one another unconditionally, and nurturing our spiritual wellness, we too could experience this beautifully integrated existence. We could take the essence of Bali life with us wherever we go, allowing it to spread like wildfire. So let this be a call to embrace the wisdom of the Balinese way. Let us be intentional about living in sacred relationship with our environments, our fellow humans, and the divine spirit that animates all of creation. In doing so, we can each become a pocket of peace in the world, radiating outward and ultimately cultivating more compassion, sustainability, and spiritual contentment in our societies. The opportunity to embody the island of the gods ethos exists for us all. Until next time, fight on.